Nobody wakes up one day and decides to burn out. It is not a decision. It is not a destination anyone planned for. Nobody sat down in January and wrote in their goals journal. By September, completely empty, totally hollow, cannot feel joy. Perfect. It just happened. And the most confusing part? It happened to the person who was doing everything right. You know that moment when your phone is at 1%, and instead of charging it, you think, okay, but let me just quickly check this one thing. And then one thing becomes four things. And boom, the phone dies, right in the middle of something important. And you stand there genuinely shocked, as if the battery did not warn you. 17 times. That is you. That has been you for the past several months. And this video is about the 17 warnings you called stress and kept scrolling past. Here is the strange thing about burnout. It does not happen to the person who does the bare minimum. The one who closes their laptop at 5 p.m. sharp says, "That's not my problem," and genuinely means it. That person is completely fine. That person falls asleep in 3 minutes flat. No! Burnout has a type, and the type is the person who cares too much, works too hard, and has somehow convinced themselves that stopping is a personality flaw. You know exactly who you are. You are the one people call when things fall apart, not because you volunteered, but because somewhere along the way, you became the person everyone just assumed would handle it. And you handled it. Every single time. You handled it when you were tired. You handled it when you were grieving. You handled it when you were secretly drowning and smiling so nobody would notice. You handled it so well that people stopped asking if you were okay. Because clearly, you were always okay. Clearly, nobody warns you that burnout is not loud. It does not arrive like a crisis. It does not send a calendar invite. It does not tap you on the shoulder and say, "Excuse me, I will be taking over now." It is quiet. It starts as a Monday that feels harder than Mondays used to feel. Then it is a whole week that feels like wading through water. Then it is a month where everything you used to love feels like something you have to survive. The hobby that used to excite you, now it just sits there, quietly judging you from across the room. The music you used to play on full volume, you turned it down 3 months ago and never turned it back up. The plans you used to make with people, you started canceling. First with reasons, then without them. And the worst part, the part that truly takes everything, is that you did not notice it happening because you were too busy handling everything to notice that you were the thing that needed handling. So why did you not stop? And I want you to really sit with this question because the answer is more uncomfortable than the burnout itself. You did not stop because stopping felt like proof of something. Proof that you could not handle it. Proof that you were not as capable as everyone thought. Proof that underneath all the competence and composure, there was just a person who was barely holding on, and you could not let anyone see that. So you kept going. You kept going when your body was begging you to rest. You kept going when your patience was completely gone, and you were one minor inconvenience away from crying in a supermarket over the wrong brand of cereal. You kept going because you built an entire identity around being the person who keeps going. And identities are terrifying to put down. Because if you are not the strong one, if you are not the reliable one, the capable one, the one who always figures it out, then who exactly are you? That question felt too big. So instead of answering it, you just kept moving. Here is what happened on the inside. While you were busy performing fine on the outside, your body started rationing. When you are under sustained stress for a long time, not one big crisis, but the slow grind of never stopping, your body starts making decisions without asking you. It pulls energy from the things it considers optional. Creativity optional, gone first. Enthusiasm optional, gone second. Patience optional, gone. The ability to find things funny, gone. The ability to feel genuinely excited about anything, gone. Until what is left is a version of you that functions but does not feel. You are present in every room, but not really there. You are in the conversation but watching it from somewhere slightly above your own body, wondering when it will be over. You laugh at the right moments because you remember that laughing is something you used to do, and it seems like the appropriate response, but it does not reach anywhere. This is not depression, though it can become it. This is not laziness, though it looks identical from the outside. This is what happens when a person runs on an empty tank for long enough. The engine does not explode. It just goes very, very quiet. And now, the cruelest part. The part that I genuinely wish someone had told me earlier. Burnout does not always hit you when things are hard. Sometimes it waits. It waits until the semester finally ends. It waits until the project is finally submitted. It waits until the family crisis is finally over and everyone is finally okay. And you finally have a weekend with nothing in it. And then, the moment things go quiet, it arrives all at once, like it had been standing politely at the door, waiting for you to finish before it completely took you apart. This is why so many people burn out on holidays. This is why Sunday evenings feel heavier than Monday mornings. This is why you can survive a month of chaos and then fall completely apart when someone asks you a gentle question in a quiet moment. Your body held on as long as you needed it to. The moment you stopped needing it to be strong, it told you the truth. And the truth had been building for a very long time. You are not burned out because you are weak. You are burned out because you decided somewhere along the way that your worth was something you had to keep proving. And you proved it every single day to everyone except yourself. Recovery does not start with a plan. It does not start with a routine or a supplement or a 3-day detox. It starts with one honest admission. I have been running on empty and calling it strength, and I cannot do that anymore. That sentence, as small and quiet as it sounds, is the most important thing you will say this year, because you cannot fill a glass. You are pretending is not empty. You are not weak. You just never stopped. And it is finally genuinely okay too.